Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, Delta Rho Kai is the sorority Kelly is dying to get into. Well, somebody's going to help her out with that, and I mean the dying part. Tonight's movie, The Initiation.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! Triskaidekaphilia! Yes, tonight we are going to return to the wonderful world of the 1980s slasher films, and that film that we are going to review tonight is the movie The Initiation. Yes, what is The Initiation about? Well, let me tell you, my friends. It is about a young woman named Kelly who is pledging to join a sorority, and Kelly is having dreams about when she was younger, dreams of murder and fire and mirrors. Anyways, when she is in a class, a professor of psychology is taking an interest in her and her dreams and has been putting her into hypnosis to figure things out, and of course they kind of start getting a little chummy, if you know what I mean. Anyways, back at the sorority, the initiation to join the sorority is going to be an interesting one. You see, Kelly's family owns this big building that is an office/commercial complex. And so for the initiation, the girls are going to have to break into the place. Well, not really break in, because Kelly is going to get the keys, and then they are going to steal the night security guard's clothing, all the while spending the night in the very dark and creepy building. However, something else is going on. Yes, there is an insane asylum and a weird gardener with scars, like burn marks over his face. Anyways, the head nurse finds out that, oh my goodness, somebody let out a bunch of the patients and she gets murdered. And then all of a sudden, Kelly's father is murdered. And soon we start to suspect that someone is targeting poor Kelly and her friends for, I don't know, murder? So will she and her friends be able to survive the night? And more importantly, will they be able to get the clothing that they require to become part of the sorority? You'll have to find out by watching, so let's get into the scores, shall we? Oh yes, violence and gore. The beautiful violence, the beautiful gore. It is a 3 out of 5. And now, there is some kind of standard kills. We do get an hatchet to the head, and it didn't seem very bloody at first, but oh my goodness, there is this one beautiful, exquisite scene where it is very, very bloody and very, very stabby. And so you get, I don't know, dispatches by arrows and I guess maybe a sphere of some sort. But anyways, we definitely start to roll a whole bunch of death toward the end, and it is absolutely delicious. 3 out of 5. Shock value, I hope to give this a 2 out of 5. Now, there are some nice jump scares in this movie, and certainly the ending is a twist, even though I figured it out because I'm nuts and I'm on that wavelength apparently, so but overall I think there is some decent shocks in there, so 2 out of 5. Moving on to plot, and plot I am going to give this a 3 out of 5. It is definitely an interesting take on the slasher genre. I think it does a good enough job to get it over the average hump into the good range. So 3 out of 5, even though I have figured it out, and I think some people would figure it out too. There are definitely clues. At least it's not completely nonsensical like sometimes they can be. So 3 out of 5 acting, and I am also going to give this a 3 out of 5. It has some standard horror acting, but also there are some performances that I believe elevate it just enough to be in that good range. So 3 out of 5. Moving on to Nudity, and I am going to give this a 1.5 out of 5, only because there is one scene, but it is a nice scene, if you know what I mean. And once again, a shower scene that doesn't tease, which all filmmakers should realize that by now thou shalt not tease when it comes to the shower scene. No. Anyways, 1.5 out of 5. Moving on to enjoyment factor, it is a 3.5 out of 5. I probably want a bit more blood in each of the kills, but overall, it is wonderful by itself, and yes, perhaps we could have had a more lascivious scene here and there, but that's fine. Overall, it is a quintessential slasher, and I love the slashes so much, and it is definitely has a uniqueness to it, though the red herring kind of don't pan out. I still think it is a very enjoyable and wonderful film. 3.5 out of 5. And my overall impression of this movie is a 3 out of 5. It is definitely an above average slasher. It is a good slasher and should be considered one of the many classics of the 1980s slasher onslaught. So there you have it. The Initiation. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Have you watched The Initiation? Do you think it is good? Do you think it is bad? I don't know, but all I know is that I am really having a hard time keeping up this voice for so long. Oh my goodness. Anyways, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm not even sure what this accent is. I don't think anyone knows what it is anyways. But rate, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And thank you again for watching another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. This is starting to give me a headache. And remember, kids, remember that breaking and entering, even if you steal the key from your father, is not a good idea, because security guards nowadays are armed with pistols and usually may shoot you on sight. Usually, maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about. This accent, I don't know what's going on. It is falling apart. I've done it. You know what? What really it should be is kids don't try to make long-form videos with these horrible, exaggerated horror movie accents. Because, oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm going to need to take a rest after this. Anyways.